Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of the Direwolf 21.21 mod pack. Today is episode 7, and we are currently in version 1.2.1. This version adds 3 new mods, which is GPU memory leak fix, Simply Light, and Light Overlay. I did go ahead and remove Light Overlay because I already have Lighty in the pack, which I do enjoy as of current, and I don't really see any reason to have another Light Overlay mod in here. The one sad thing with this update is the yield enchant from enchanted blocks is currently disabled. It does still show up, but it actually has no effect. And that is because, of course, it is unbalanced as can be, and I am still sad because that was just something I was really hoping to exploit a little bit longer. But, oh well. Things happen, life moves on, and now we get into occultism. So, first things first, we have Demon Dream Fruit. All you need to do is get the Demon Dream seeds, plant them on any kind of farmland. As of current, we actually have them planted over here in this row right there. And we are just picking them up. We get Demon Dream Fruit, Demon Dream Seeds, and that is fantastic. So, with Demon's Dream Fruit obtained, what we'll need to do is we need to just drop this here, light this on fire, and this will make Spirit Fire. With Spirit Fire, we can actually do quite a few different things, and one of those things is take Andesite. We're actually just going to take a small stack, because I actually already have some of this, because I was experimenting around with the start of occultism a little bit ago. But yeah, so we can take that, get some Otherworld Stone. We can also take some Oak Saplings, wherever they may be. There they are. And we can toss these in here. And we can also grab a handful of diamonds here, which I've already done 16, so I'm just going to do another 16 here. And this will get us Spirit Attuned Gems. These are used for Spirit Attuned Crystals and a handful of other things. This actually is one of the things to see or have Third Eye all the time, which is pretty cool. We'll get into it later. But yeah, so with these oak saplings that we just obtained, we're actually going to go grab some bone meal, and we're going to go outside, and we are going to plant this bad boy. So this looks like an oak sapling. Trust me, it is not an oak sapling, and this is not an oak tree. Just eat your Demon Dream Fruit, and you will see that this actually changes colors, and we can actually harvest this. As of current, it looks like I'm a little bugged out. That did not work, did it? Did I break it? Did that not work because I was using this? Hold on. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be able to harvest this properly. So let's give that one more go here. Demon Dream Fruit. Okay, that did not give us Third Eye. There's not a 100% chance that we'll get it. If you want a higher percent chance, you can actually come in here and you can make Demon Dream Essence, which is just combining either the seeds or the actual fruit together. And this can give you Third Eye for just a little bit longer and a little bit more guaranteed. Okay, so that still did not work. Reason being is because we had Chainsaw. It looks like I need to go get another kind of axe. We are 2 for 1 here. We can just go with like a gold axe. I'm not really too concerned. How much longer do we have this? Doesn't tell us. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay, and then this should fall. Looks like it just gave us oak saplings. That's fine. I'm not really too concerned about getting saplings. I'm just more concerned about getting the Otherworld logs, because we do need these to be tossed into Spirit Fire to actually get Otherworld ashes, which will allow for us to get chalk. Chalk, whatever you want to call it. I know some people complained. That's fine. So let's just grab a handful of these, toss these in here. And there's probably some other occultism-specific stuff that this thing can do. These logs particularly can do, but I'm not 100% sure. So do keep an eye out for that. Okay. So we do have this. I think I need one more piece. Yes, I need 3. Okay. And then I need Burnt Other Stone, which is just smelting this up. So since we don't really have a reason to use the other furnace, actually, I guess we could still use this if we really wanted to, because we actually can get the effects of the speed and block efficiency still, so we might as well. Fuel canister, and we'll grab the 16 other stone that we have in here, and we'll just burn it. Perfect. Okay, so that should be golden. Man, it's so sad to see only one item coming in at a time. It's making me sad, man. That's okay. Okay, so with the burnt other stone, we can now actually make the chalk that we need, which if I do you here, there we go. And then this needs to be smelted, I believe. No, it needs to be tossed into spirit fire. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so this is actually used for rituals, by the way. That's pretty much all this thing is used for, is rituals for occultism. So let's actually look at the book here. And it's going to tell us about candles, all the fancy stuff we could do to get candles, which is looking like a butcher knife. To harvest tallow. Kill large animals like pigs, cows, or sheep with a butcher knife. So that's an option. You can also use default candles, from what I remember. This may not be true anymore, but this is beeswax. So we actually may just want to look at the butcher's knife here. And a handful of sticks. I do like how they give you another option for candles. And they do look a little bit better, the actual candles from occultism, in my opinion, than the vanilla ones. So that is another benefit. Okay, do I have a sharpness enchant by any chance? I don't remember what enchants I actually have on breaking, mending, yield, endless quiver, capturing, speed, and impaling. Do I have anything over here? Maybe? I don't think I do. Nope, sharpness 3. That'll work. I think I can put that on here. Okay. Let's just throw this on here. And that way we're able to take out cows and pigs and stuff easier. Okay, let me go hunt for some cows here. Pigs, sheep, whatever I need. And we'll be back here in a second. Alright, let's take out the first animal on camera here. So we did just get 2 things of tallow. Probably putting looting on this would not be a bad idea if we're going to just get a whole bunch of candles. But I am looking for a few more animals. So it looks like we've just got a handful of cows. And the wolves are probably taking out the other ones. So let's just be quick here. And I will be back once I get plenty of tallow for our candles. Because these are also used in occultism rituals. So that will be very, very useful. Alright, so continuing on here. I've got the ability to make some candles. We don't really need to worry about the colors. If you wanted to, you could. Let's see. I did forget about the divination wand. You can find the otherworld trees and the otherworld stone inside of the overworld, I do believe. Shift right click a block to attune the rod to the corresponding otherworld block. So andesite is other stone, oak wood is overworld logs, oak leaves are otherworld leaves, and netherrack is isnium ore, which I did forget about isnium ore. And then Theurgy is installed into this pack, so this will be a thing where you only get particle effects. Okay. I'm not really too concerned about looking at this. Theurgy and all of that fun stuff is interesting. I'm not 100% sure if I've ever used it. I've looked at it before, but not a whole lot. So, okay, we got the white chalk, burnt other stone, otherworld ashes, impure chalk. So I guess the next thing we really need to look at is Book of Binding. So, Book of Binding. To craft books of binding to summon spirits, you need to purify ink. Simply drop it in any black dye into spirit fire to purify it. And then in order to craft books of binding, you need to summon spirits. You also need awakened feathers. So, feathers and black dye and some books. Okay, so feathers, we'll just grab like 6 of those. Do I have any black dye? Can I convert charcoal into black dye? I don't think... I can't remember. I thought there was one way to do that, but maybe that was another mod. Okay. I guess I don't think I have any black dye. Let's see. Black dye. Didn't even think about this one. So, squid ink. It looks like it's a good way to do it, I guess. Okay. Well, I will go hunt some squid real quick. I'm just going to go head over to the river and get a couple things of ink sacs, and hopefully we'll have enough to get this going. Okay, so this has a recipe to kind of get you a little bit more black ink. Rather than just crafting it one for one, you get a cutting board, which we already have, and a butcher's knife, and just do this, and you get double. So I will do this. That is a-okay with me. Just takes a little bit longer to go through, but that's okay. Toss this back in here. Put our steak back. So there's 30 black dye. I'm just going to throw in 16 of this into the spirit fire. Perfect. And then the feathers. Okay. And then we actually do need books. Do I have... Where's leather? Leather. We'll just grab 16 of this. And then sugar cane, which I thought I had some in here. I do. Okay. And then we can do books, paper, whatever we're calling it. The stuff that's shoved inside of books. There we go. Okay. And these just go into the spirit fire. Perfect. I don't know how many we really need of these. Honestly, I'm just kind of winging it here. So we are looking for the Book of Binding. So there's tons of different variations of the Books of Binding, by the way. Each one of these does its own rituals, so keep that in mind. Book of Binding empty. Why would you need an empty one? Oh, so you could kind of, well, actually, I don't know. Book of Binding. Let's just look at that. I would assume you could bind it easier to other things, right? Yeah, you just put the dies around it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I wasn't sure about that one. All right, so let's just go through this method. I don't know. What do we... Right now, we are just going to go through... Tell your spirits what to do. Book of Calling. Book of Calling allows to control a summoned spirit and to store it to prevent essence decay or move it more easily. Only spirits that require precision instructions or precise instructions, such as a work area or drop-off storage, come with a Book of Calling. Okay, so they come with the Book of Calling. So this is just automating stuff. Okay. So... Looks like we're going to go towards the sacrificial bowls now. Sacrificial bowls within 8 blocks horizontally. Does it tell you how many? So this is the center bowl, the gold one, while these other ones are on the outskirts. Okay. So let's grab the stone. That's not the stone. This is the stone. And some gold here. Gonna toss that away. So, bowl. We'll just grab like 4 of these. Maybe 8 of them. Let's go 8. And then grab another one for the gold bowl. Which we should only need at least one of these for right now. Okay. First ritual. So this is how you build these rituals, which we'll get into here in a second. So we need 4 candles, and you can place a bowl, normal bowls, on any of these spots that they're currently at. So there is the slow crusher. Trying to see. There should be like a list of these. Just kind of like click through these here real quick. Rituals? Is that what I'm looking for? So here's the binding rituals. Okay, so this is more what I'm looking for. Soul gems, familiar rings, forge wild trim. Why would I need to forge wild trim? Just one of those odd things that you can do. Okay. So a satchel. So this isn't really what I'm looking for, I think. Summoning rituals. So this is the familiars. So this is what I'm actually going to look for here. So let's get into the Foliate Lumberjack. I think that sounds like a good option. So we do need spruce saplings, oak saplings, birch saplings, and an otherworldly sapling. I don't think I have a spruce sapling. I do have a birch. I do have an oak, but I don't have a spruce. Currently not even seeing the oak ones. I know I just pulled some out of here. I might be going blind. There they are. So I just need to get a spruce and an axe of any variation. Which I don't know if the axe actually matters. So I may just be able to like snag this iron one. So let me go find a spruce sapling here real quick. I think I may know where one is. Alrighty, so let's get this first ritual put down. So we're just going to click the visualize button here. And we're just going to do this out here. Not really a big deal. And we are going to get it built. So we're just going to right click with chalk. The actual symbols do not matter. I do believe you can just keep right clicking to change them, but you don't need to. It just needs to be chalk. And then we need to grab our candles. Okay. And then your bowls can be placed, of course, wherever they are shown in this image here. So we're just going to place them like so. Don't think we really need too many of these. Let's just go... There we go. So we just placed all 8 of them. That is fine. And now we are just going to grab our oak sapling, our birch sapling, our oak sapling, occultism, otherworld sapling, and the axe, I do believe. Where did that go? Right here. So we're just going to place... Not place it actually down. Dang it, I just accidentally did that. That's A-okay. And spruce. And then we should just be able to place the next portion of this, which is the actual Book of Binding, which I actually kind of forgot to make. So Book of Binding, which is this one. So we just need blue dye. And go grab some real quick here. Alrighty, so that is the Book of Binding for a Foliate, or the lowest tier demon in occultism. And we're just now going to right click. Must craft a book with this. Oh. This. There we go. And now we can do this. Otherworld sapling. Nope, the Otherworld sapling's right here. Why are you doing that? What is happening? Why are you just still being named Oak Sapling? Okay, am I missing something? I think I'm missing something. Do I need to get these before I can do anything? So that one requires yellow. But why would I not be able to make this one? That's strange. Okay, let's go with... I mean, let's grab the yellow, I guess, then. Which this one is glowstone, powdered gold, or gold dust. Do I actually have the ability to make gold dust? Pretty sure I do. Some sort. Oh, is this why it's leading us to that one? Maybe I don't want to do that method. I actually don't have any other method. I don't currently have any other method. So I guess we can go that route. That's fine. Iron, gold, copper, and silver. I may not be able to go that route either. I don't think I have any of that. Well, let's just do... What do we have? What was that? The sag mill from Ender.io, but that would require us to get... Yeah, dark steel, so that's an alloy smeltery. I guess I might have to go mining. Let me find the correct one here. So this one. Okay. Let me go grab some raw ores, and I will be back here in a second. So I've got the silver, the iron, the gold, and the copper. So let's just pick all of this stuff up, and let's get this place down here. What I should also grab is gold, which I already have on me. Fantastic. And we're going to place this down, and what should happen is over time, slowly, these ores, the raw variations, will disappear. And we will then have a demon spawn that we can then drop gold in front of, and then they will pick it up, and then they will crush it. This is actually a really cool thing, and I've actually used this before where we got to the final tier of the crusher, which I do believe 6 times is the ore. At least in the older versions it did. But it's right here. This is the very last one. So yeah, into 6 corresponding dust. So this still does 6 times. It is expensive because you do have to get isnium, diamond, and emerald. And yeah, so... And this is also the... one of the last rituals. Because you've got red, yellow, white. It's pretty massive too. So, almost done here. Turn my magnet off here. There he is. We're just going to drop this in front of him. And he's going to start crushing it. And then over time, this guy will actually die. What in the world? I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to wait for him to crush up some gold. And I will be back here in a little bit. Alright, so real quick, while he's still crushing stuff up, a Wandering Trader spawned with a Mystery Scroll pouch. I'm actually going to grab this here. I don't really care about any of the other stuff, but that is 63 emeralds. So let's see what we actually got here. Poison Arrow, Dragon's Breath, and Gust Scroll. Okay. Honestly, I think the Dragon's Breath is going to be pretty nifty. It is an Ender spell, but I still think that would be pretty cool. This guy also has done... What is that? I don't even know. I can't math right now. 13? I think 13 of the gold that I've given him. So we should be golden to just kind of move on. But I am going to look at these scrolls real quick. So I want to take out this one and put in this one. Okay. So let's actually try this one. So they've moved away from this guy, so let's just go... So very similar to the Dragon's Breath. Well, Fire Breath, not Dragon's Breath. And this actually does just a little bit more damage with the same mana usage. Okay, so we've kind of got 2 different spells, but this one just does a little bit more. That's perfect, okay. Alright, just wanted to see what that guy offered. and seed on there. So we will have to look at the poison arrow and the gust one later. The gust one, I think that just blows creatures away, but we'll see here in a second. Alrighty, so here is the impure yellow chalk. And then all we're doing with this is throwing it into Spirit Fire, and that gives us yellow. And my inventory just keeps getting full. Let's just toss some of this stuff away here for a second. Do this. We'll toss that in there as well. Okay. So with the yellow, we can then move on to the next portion, which is getting kind of just through this more. So it's kind of pointing towards the storage system, the satchel, the other rituals that are available through this mod. And let's see. So I do want to go up here to get the Otherworld goggles, because I think this might help us a little bit. So let's actually bookmark this. Where does that show up? Oop, I just marked everything as red. I didn't mean to do that. So Otherworld goggles. So there's a crafting portion. So we just need to get light, or just stained glass, or glass, I would assume. Just glass panes here. And then a spirit attuned gem, which I have in here. So this will give us the lenses. And then with the lenses, we then want to infuse these with a foliate bound book. Foliate. Oop, I clicked the wrong thing. You can click on the actual bowl, by the way. It's what I just clicked on. Okay, we need a couple more pieces of dye. Perfect. And then... So the most tedious part of this is actually making these books, by the way. It's really annoying sometimes, but that's okay. So we combine that with that. And then we need silver and gold. Silver and gold. So, where is silver? Is it over here? Nope. Do I not have any silver? Ah, it's right here. Perfect. And then gold. Let's go back outside. I also do have a Mega Torch, by the way, up here. If you don't know what a Mega Torch is from Torchmaster, basically it just prevents spawns nearby. I don't remember the radius. I think it's like 64 chunks around, I think. 64 by 64, but I can't recall. 64 blocks. 64 blocks is it, actually. Had to remember. Okay, so this silver. And then book. Did that not work? Oh, it's because it's a different ritual, isn't it? It is the other ritual. It's the one with the yellow chalk. Where'd my dictionary go? So it requires this one here, which if we just visualize, we place that here. All we need to do is just overwrite this stuff. Now it should be good. Oh, am I missing something? Oh, it's spirit attuned instead of candles. So instead of candles here, we replace these with spirit attuned crystals. And now we should be good. Apologies. It's been a minute since I've messed with occultism. And by that, I mean almost a year. Maybe over a year since I've actually fully messed with occultism. So this is just going to do exactly what we did for the Slow Crusher. It's going to take some time. And once we get the infused glasses, we can look at the next steps here. This is a crafting recipe. So it looks like we'll need some other stones, some silver. Nothing too extreme. But let me wait for this, pick up the infused lenses, and we'll go inside and we'll craft them. Alright, time to craft these bad boys up. So lens frame, And then that should be Otherworld goggles. Should just be able to toss these on our head. And now we should be able to see otherworldly stuff without needing to have the demon dream fruit eating portion. Can I actually harvest the trees in this version while wearing these goggles? I can't recall. Okay, so that does nothing for us on that aspect. Honestly, what are these used for then? Summoners use to see other world to avoid the negative side effects. Making your first pair of these as seen as a rite of passage. Crafting these goggles is a multi-step process. Okay, so then so the infused pickaxe. Beyond Otherworld log and Otherstone, there's also Otherworld materials that require special tools to harvest. This pickaxe is rather brittle, but it will do the job. So this is probably for the ore. Do you mind? Yeah, the Isnium ore. But I don't know why I'm not able to harvest anything. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research between this episode and next. I apologize for kind of all the lack of knowledge for occultism. I don't touch magic mods. If you don't know that, I really don't touch magic mods, and I'm kind of forcing myself to play with some more magic mods this season. Kind of getting into this before we touch Mechanism, before we touch this and that. We're touching occultism. It may be some Ars Nouveau. Not 100% sure, but we will see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.